Welcome to Parts of Speech Crash Course, Lesson Number 1, an overview. Our goal in this series is to introduce what parts of speech are and tell how they are used and to help us be able to recognize them in sentences. But first, we need to know what are parts of speech. Parts of speech are the basic types of words that make up sentences. Each part of speech has a different job, like naming things, showing action, or describing. For example, nouns name people, places, or things, like dog or school, while verbs show action, like run or jump. There are 8 main parts of speech, and they work together to help us communicate clearly. Learning about the parts of speech helps you see how words work and fit together in a sentence. This makes reading easier to understand and helps you write more clearly. So in this series, we're going to just introduce the 8 types of parts of speech. We're going to just introduce what they are, give a definition, and give a couple examples, and maybe a sentence so you can see one used in context. We'll dive deeper into each one in the rest of the videos in this series. Let's get started. First, we have a noun. A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. Some examples of nouns might be dog, teacher, city, or happiness. And happiness is one that confuses us sometimes, but happiness is an idea. In a sentence, you might see, the dog ran across the yard. Dog, that's a noun. Actually, so is yard. Next, we have a pronoun. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Some examples of pronouns might be he, she, it, they, we. In a sentence, you might see it used this way. She loves to read books. The word she is a pronoun because it names a person, place, thing, or idea. Next, we have verbs. A verb is a word that expresses an action or a state of being. Simply put, it's an action word. Some examples might be run, jump, is, or were. In a sentence, you might see it put this way. They run to school every morning. The word run is a verb because it expresses an action. It's an action word. Next, we have adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Some examples of adjectives might be blue, tall, happy, or round. In a sentence, you might see it used this way. The happy child played in the park. The word happy is an adjective. It describes the child. Next, we have adverbs. An adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It often tells how, when, or where. Some examples might be quickly, very, yesterday, or soon. In a sentence, you might see it this way. He ran quickly to catch the bus. Quickly is an adverb. It describes how he ran. Next, we have a preposition. A preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in the sentence. Some examples might be in, on, under, or beside. The book is on the table. The relationship between the book and table is on. So that makes the connection. It's a preposition. Next, we have conjunction. A conjunction is a word that connects words, phrases, or clauses. Some examples might be and, but, or, because. In a sentence, it might be used this way. I wanted to go outside, but it was raining. But is a conjunction. It connects 2 sentences. And last, we have an interjection. An interjection is a word or phrase that expresses strong emotion. Some examples might be, wow, oh, ouch, hooray. In a sentence, you might see it this way. Wow, that was an amazing trick. And the word wow expresses strong emotion, so therefore it is an interjection. Now, the point of this video was just to introduce you to the 8 parts of speech. In our next video, we will start going over the parts of speech and spending time on each one of those types. Come back for lesson number 2 when we look at nouns.